Alrighty, we're going to take this standard light switch out here, and we're going to put a nice new decor light switch in. This is a rocker. If you look at the top here, you'll see where it says top right here, so you make sure you put it in right side up. Okay, so we will just unscrew our standard light switch here. Okay, so we will take our cutters here and we'll cut our wires off here. We'll cut our ground one off here because I'm going to... And the one we're putting in, see how this one is wrapped around the screws? If you look at the back of this, you'll see how the screws are a pressure plate rather than wrap the wire around the screws. And on this type, you wrap the wires around the screws like that. So this one is a little different, so we're going to use the strippers here, and we'll strip our wires out the length that we need. We'll take our pliers and we'll make sure our wires are nice and straight and even, so when we put them in on the side of the switch, they go in straight and they lock in on the side of the pressure plate. So again, we'll make sure it says top up here. So our ground is going to go on the screw. So the ground we have to put around the green screw. So I have to open this loop up a little bit here. We're going to make our loop. You always make your loop the direction your screw turns. So we'll get it around our screw like this. Close the wire around the screw, the direction that our screw turns, like that. Now pull it forward to make sure our wire copper is under the screw head all the way around here. I'm going to close the loop a little bit more here. I'm going to pull forward on our device so that the wire stays under the screw head all the way around. There, it's nice and tight, and our copper is under the screw head all the way around. Now, it doesn't matter which way you put the black and the white, because it's just a single pole switch. So we'll take our black wire and we'll put it under put it up under our pressure plate, make sure it's not too long. Okay, it's just the right length there. So we'll tighten it, make sure our make sure our copper is under the pressure plate and goes up to the top of the pressure plate here, and make sure our insulation doesn't get caught under the pressure plate. Now we'll get our white wire. We'll bring it around and put it under our pressure plate there. Make sure it's not too long. Make sure our insulation's not caught under the pressure plate. Okay, so both wires see our copper up at the top where it's coming through our pressure plate, and our insulation, there's just a slight bit of copper showing behind the pressure plate, so our insulation is not pinched in there anywhere. And I will just double tighten our terminals here. And now we can push our wires back into our box. So we'll push our wires in and we'll push our device in. Look, make sure no wires are pinched anywhere. And we'll just stick our screws back in here. Make sure our ground wire stays back away from everything here. Make sure it's nice and tight against the side of our box here. Here in the country I was born in, up is on, down is off, up is on, down is off. So now we'll go get our cover and put it on here. Okay, the decor light switch takes a standard GFI cover, and also the decor outlets take the same cover. And we'll just stick it on like this. Alrighty, so thanks for watching. Here in the country I was born in, we use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop like we had here, and in a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. We use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps for lights and outlets, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps for lights and outlets, 10 American wire gauge on 30 amps for electric water heaters, dryers, and air compressors and large air conditioners, number 8 American wire gauge on 40 amps, number 6 American wire gauge on 50 amps. Peace. Thanks for watching.